On September 19, 2025, three Russian MiG-31 fighter jets deliberately breached Estonian airspace for over 12 minutes. The jets flew in formation, signaling a calculated military maneuver, not a navigational error. NATO responded immediately. Italian F-35s from the Baltic air policing mission intercepted and forced the Russian aircraft out. Initial reports suggested the MiGs could carry Kinzhal ballistic missiles, heightening alarm, though it remains unclear if they were armed. Estonia's foreign minister condemned the violation as unprecedentedly brazen, underscoring the gravity of the act. This marks the fourth Russian airspace violation of Estonia in 2025 alone, revealing a pattern of systematic provocation. For Estonia, each incursion is a stark reminder of the threat from its neighbor and the importance of NATO membership. The MiG-31's capabilities, especially its potential to carry hypersonic missiles, send a clear message of military strength from Moscow. The incident is widely seen as both a test of NATO's air defenses and a deliberate act of intimidation. The prolonged violation and advanced hardware involved have escalated tensions, forcing NATO to respond diplomatically. Estonia now looks to its allies for a unified response. The stage is set for a critical diplomatic phase. In response, Estonia announced it would invoke Article 4 of the North Atlantic Treaty. Article 4 allows any NATO member to request consultations when its security is threatened, a serious diplomatic signal, not a call to arms. This move triggers high-level meetings of the North Atlantic Council, where Estonia will present its case and share intelligence. The goal, a unified political and diplomatic response, showing alliance solidarity without immediate military escalation. Article 4 is distinct from Article 5, which obligates a military response. Here the focus is on consultation and de-escalation. By invoking Article 4, Estonia signals to Russia that its actions are under scrutiny by all NATO capitals. This calculated step elevates the issue from a bilateral dispute to a multilateral confrontation, raising the diplomatic stakes for Moscow. The airspace violation didn't trigger Article 5, but Article 4 is the right tool for this level of threat. Estonia's move ensures the alliance addresses Russia's provocations collectively. The world watches as NATO prepares its response. Estonia's Article 4 invocation drew immediate support from allies, especially neighboring Lithuania and other Baltic states. Lithuanian officials called Russia's actions a direct threat, echoing concerns shared across the region. The Article 4 process ensures Estonia's security concerns are heard by all NATO members, large and small. When the North Atlantic Council meets, Estonia will present its evidence to the alliance, reinforcing the principle of indivisible security. The Italian F-35s interception of the Russian MiGs demonstrates NATO's operational readiness and commitment to Baltic defense. The presence of multinational assets reassures the Baltic states they are not alone. For Estonia, this is about more than a single violation. It's about affirming its place in the Western security architecture. The unified response signals to Moscow that provocations will not divide the alliance. NATO's strength lies in both its military capabilities and its political unity. The alliance stands firm, ready to defend its members. The Estonian airspace breach is part of a broader pattern of Russian provocations against NATO. Recently, Poland accused Russia of violating its airspace with a swarm of drones during attacks on Ukraine, prompting its own Article 4 consultations. These incidents show Russia's use of diverse tactics, from advanced jets to unmanned drones, to test NATO's defenses and sow tension. Polish air defenses shot down several drones, highlighting the evolving nature of these threats. Both the Estonian and Polish incidents forced NATO members to formally declare their security threatened. These are classic hybrid warfare tactics, hostile, but below the threshold of open conflict. Russia's varied provocations keep NATO on edge, requiring careful, measured responses. Article 4 has now been invoked multiple times in recent years, reflecting Europe's deteriorating security environment. The pattern of aggressive behavior is a constant reminder that peace in Europe cannot be taken for granted. NATO must remain vigilant and adapt to an assertive, unpredictable Russia. Each Russian incursion tests NATO's unity and resolve, probing for weakness. Moscow aims to normalize tension and create divisions, but so far, these provocations have only strengthened alliance solidarity. For frontline states like Estonia and Poland, these are direct threats, not abstract games. The result: increased defense spending, calls for more NATO troops, and investment in advanced air defenses. The security landscape in Eastern Europe is now defined by heightened military postures and greater risk of escalation. Diplomatically, relations between NATO and Russia continue to deteriorate, with each incident deepening mistrust. Article 4 invocations force these tensions into the open, raising the stakes for Moscow. The future of European security depends on NATO's ability to maintain credible deterrence and political unity. The alliance must respond decisively to violations while keeping communication open to manage risks. Europe's security is not guaranteed. It demands vigilance, investment, and unwavering collective commitment.